Alright. Uh, Welcome back to Metroid Prime. Oh, let's just jump right in. Oh, excuse me. Hopefully that won't be a lingering problem. Okay, so last time we finished things off with picking up the space jump, which unlike its zero mission incarnation, or just about any other incarnation for that matter, doesn't give you infinite jumping, it just gives you high jumping. Which is fine, personally. I think that's okay. Remember, there are a couple of things I want to change. Turns out I want to put visor opacity back up. I'm going to leave the hint system off. Yeah, this should be fine. So let's see. Button. So now that I have the space jump, I have a lot more exploration options available to me. So I think I'm going to take another pass through the Chozo ruins and see what we can find now. Oh, wow. Okay. So, note to self, do not jump into blast caps. That would be ill-advised. A little more stutter than I'm used to. I don't know what I did differently to make that happen. See if I can fix that real quick. Maybe that worked. We'll find out. Let's see, what fun things would I be able to explore? Let's see, that's the high heat room, so I probably don't want to go there. Go through there. There are a couple of prizes there that I can't unlock just yet. Forward drifting and I don't know what the deal is. Well, I thought I'd be doing a little more exploration in this, but I guess there are a couple of things to find along the way here, so alright. I think we got a plan here. By the way, something about this game is that, pretty sure other Metroid games do this. That came before this, I should say. But, after you trigger certain events, things about rooms that you've been to before will change. Or rather, enemy layouts will change. Well, that's usually based on your progress, so your weaponry which I guess is a form of progress now that I say it out loud. Like, the plated beetle is now just a non-threat at all, completely. Now it's just something you'll regularly encounter. Let's see. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, I forgot about the little mean. You can't just go through the little morph ball tunnel. You have to go through the bottom first to destroy that little block so you can move the metal block out of the way. Sometimes it pays to properly survey your surroundings. Consider that a pro tip from me to you. Out of here, big bats. Alright, so I know there's a prize hiding in here. Quick peek at what else I've got going on here. This is fun. So we're back in the Hive Totem room. Thankfully, it's still cleared out. But this actually serves as a handy little shortcut of sorts to the elevator to Magmore Caverns. Maybe we'll find some more neat little things hiding there. Map. This is where we started from. I'll be able to go through that upper door. Might lead to something. Might be a little hard to see. Okay, let's see what happens. Shortcut down because there's no such thing as fall damage. Just landing stun. Nice thing about the charge beam is its splash effect. Great for taking out groups of shriek bats at once. Before they start flying at you. Oops. It's fine. Luckily, a lot of these enemies are not much of a threat. But I just realized I'm still trying to scan a lot of them. Puffers. Puffers are brewed. They're filled with poisonous gas, and they pop when you shoot them. That's all you need to know. Did I scan this one? I did not. I'm pretty sure I said before that these are Maglores, and that's what this area is named after. But, kind of sort of trying to fill out the logbook here. Hey Max, no, not a boss at all. Even though the caverns are named after Magmores, they're just all over the place. It's not like Metroid 1 where the areas are named for Kraid and Ridley. Remember this pit with the little Cyclops bug things that like to pick up round objects? Well, now we can just jump over the fence there. Yeah, usually things that big tend to be bosses, but not in this game. They have to be a little bit bigger to qualify for boss status. Oh, wait, that's actually not as bad as I thought. Sometimes the geometry of the level can help you out in ways you don't expect. Or we can just pretend that I did that entirely on purpose. Either way is fine. I'll let you be the judge. And this is there. Couple there. And 2 more there. That will take care of those turrets. Alright. I knew there was another turret. Sort of. I guess I kind of forgot. Oh, jeez. In trying to avoid running into that puffer face first, I completely forgot to make sure I could stick the landing. I think sometimes the pickups you have to actually look at them first before you can draw them in with your charge. Anyway. With our heightened jump abilities, we can go up here now. Let's see. Take a quick scan at that. That is a boost ball slot. A spinner device, whatever. But you roll in there as a morph ball, and you just use the boost ball over and over to move something. In this case, extend a bridge. Let's see what's in here. Oh, getting slightly ahead of ourselves here, but I'll take it. Chozo artifact. 2nd of 12, it says. So I've kind of neglected to actually show off the shrine where the artifacts come in handy, but I think it came up in one of the ores that I scanned. Endesium. I can't do anything about that. Anyway, part of the game is going to be finding these 12 artifacts hidden throughout the world. And some of them are a little more hidden than others. The game does give you clues for them. I'd like to think I know where they all are, so I won't be needing the clues. But I guess we'll see. I think the lore mentioned something about like the meteor that crashed into the planet, spreading some great poison throughout the world, and they Chozo sealed it up, and only the power of 12 artifacts can purge it, or something like that. I don't know. I don't know why the Chozo would scatter them then, but whatever. Let me take a quick peek at my map again, see what I can do. Our goal is going to... Yeah, our goal is actually going to be through that door that I have not opened yet. It'll be a piece of cake now that I have my double jump. Oh. B button is my jump, not the A button. I feel like that was some cordite. Power conduit behind it. That's something we'll have to worry about later. That's mean. Bombers all over the place. Why, it's almost as if we'll soon be getting a method of dealing with them. That isn't just running away. Oh, what is this? This is an ice parasite. You just gotta shoot them with missiles, that's all. It helps if you lock on to them. In fact, I would say that's a general piece of advice for the entire game, is locking on is your friend. It's free and way easier than trying to free aim if you're playing the GameCube version. If you're playing the Wii version, then by all means go hog wild with the free aim. It's exactly what it's there for. Oops. Sometimes first-person platforming can be a little difficult. Especially when you can't easily look down. Oh. Come on. Nothing up here. Chozo Shaman adorns the door. Seek my twin within this room. That's actually a clue, if you can believe it or not. I think it's this. That's a bust of a Chozo Shaman. You can check all the other ones. This is an architect. Philosopher. Warrior. So those statues are all flawless, it says, but this one has stress in its brimstone structure. So, brimstone is our code word for bombs. Isn't it? Oh no. Brimstone is our code for missiles. Behind is the bombs. Here I thought I knew this game inside and out. The back of my hand. Well, this is just easy work. Let's be honest. Well, at least the hard part is over. Alright, so I sense an item. Wave beam. But things can't be that easy. We've got these 4 she-goths to deal with. Baby she-goths, I should say. Fortunately, dealing with them is pretty easy. Charge, shot, missile, bang, bang, boom. It's this one that's going to be a little more difficult. This is a fully grown she-goth. Invulnerable to most beams. So their crystals absorb your beam shot. Yeah. Hits Mama, and Mama is not happy. So you can see my shots are all kind of drifting towards the crystal there. The trick, or one of the tricks, is actually to, when it's stunned, you roll underneath it and lay down some bombs. Or you can use missiles, that works too. Missiles into its mouth. That's usually a tried and true strategy, I would say. But only when it's tired. That didn't work right at all. Okay, that went a lot better than expected. I wasn't scared, but I thought it would last a little longer than that, to be honest. I think I remember hearing once that the she-goth is especially vulnerable to morph ball bombs on the underside. So, it took me a long time to actually figure out how to make that work. Anyway, we've got a new weapon at our disposal. It's the wave beam. It will open purple doors for us. So, unlike other Metroid games, in the Prime games, your beams don't stack. They're just alternate weapons. So the wave beam, well, fires electrical energy, and as you can see, its normal shot moves in 3 wave-like projectiles. By the way, neat thing, the direction those projectiles move in is, I guess, kind of random, but their hitbox or hurtbox or whatever the exact term is perfectly accurate to what you see on the screen. So the way it's oriented may or may not matter. The other neat thing is, well, it's hard to see with an enemy that flies straight at you. But the charge shot for the wave beam actually has a homing effect if you're locked onto a target. So yeah, now we can safely deal with Bomboos. Alright, so before on Twitter, I said that I was thinking about doing a little sequence breaking. Oh. Something about to like, I don't know what was being so uncooperative there. Could have been anything. Anyway, I'm going to do a little sequence breaking because, you know what? I don't see it all that often these days. Of course, I don't see much of Metroid Prime in general these days. So anyway, but either way, I would like to have a little fun with this. So to have this fun, I need to go back to Gozo Ruins. Let's see if there's a faster way to go. I go here, that takes me to the overworld. And that just takes me back to... Ooh, you know what, I think I'll just go back the intended way. Oh, I just realized I neglected to mention that the other fun thing about the charge shot for the wave beam, well, there's that part where it makes the turrets go kind of haywire before they explode. But the other fun part is that it can paralyze enemies for a moment. And maybe you'll see... So we saw that with that baby Sheegoth a little, although I didn't point it out properly. Maybe there'll be some here I can demonstrate it on. But it's one of those cases where that half charge shot I mentioned kind of at the beginning of the last stream comes in handy. That's... Okay, that thing will not cooperate. But you might remember me talking about how you can do kind of a half charge. And they'll generally have the same effect, just less damage. That goes for the wave beam's paralyzing effect. Makes it really handy to have. This is not the right way. This is fine. I'll make it work. The right way? No, why don't I see what's beyond this door? Oh, that's why. That's why I don't see. That's a big hallway full of lava. Anyway, what I'm hoping to show off is that the paralysis effect of the charged wave beam lasts just long enough for you to get a half charge in, so you can fire again and reset the stun animation. Which makes it really handy for dealing with tougher enemies. The more resilient type. Expecting that. Alright, so where I want to go is the furnace. There we go, that crossway access called. So I think I can take a... Wow, what is with all of the stuttering? I don't like this. Anyway, I have a convenient pathway opened up now that I have double jump, I think. Oh, wait a second. Aside from all these bees, I just realized that there's the sound of a missile pickup nearby. So I think I'm going to pick it up. There we go, easy peasy. I need to take this slowdown that's happening. Really weird. If I turn that down. Oops. Please stand by. Oh, I wouldn't have pushed that button if I knew it was going to take a while. So, how are you doing? How are things today? Hopefully they're going pretty all right. Rain, huh? Rain sounds pretty nice right about now. Uh, Over here we've got, well, smoke. Not a whole lot today, but, you know, it's California and just on fire all over the place. That's less than ideal, but at least here, I can tell you that I am safe. Yeah, it sure would be nice if you could just redirect just a little bit of that rain. But yeah, I'm definitely going to stay safe. Oh, we're back up and running. All right. Yeah, unlike the big devastating fires from last year, these fires are a lot further away, so uh, that's kind of a blessing, I guess. Very good. I forgot about this. Since the Chozo are a race of bird people, that means, and they raised Samus, that means they like to refer to her as the hatchling. Their precious baby. I can respect that. And I already forgot. I need to go up, or can I just go through airport? I can just go. Now I need to go up. Oh, that wasn't quite the shortcut I thought it would be. That's fine. I think I can jump up here to get... What the heck is this thing made out of? Sandstone. Whatever, okay. We're almost at our big prize. Well, more of an intermediary prize. Excuse me. But the prize is an upgrade, so, remember how I demonstrated that you can kind of clip yourself into this, track here? Just kind of rub your face against it the right way. Let's see if I can do it now. I should be able to. Okay, here we go. Hey Tia, you, let's see, you missed me fighting a big Shiga. Excuse me, apparently my cough has decided to return. So I got a new weapon. It's the Wave Beam. Unlike past Metroid games, the Wave Beam is electrical. It does not go through walls, and it can stun enemies. I'm feeling pretty okay. I just didn't expect my cough to plague me so soon after taking medicine. But I'm going to tough it out, and hopefully it won't be that bad. Second plague. Speaking of plagues. Other than the cough, though, I'm feeling pretty alright. So, let me just take a sip of water. Alright, let's see what this lore says now. The second plague. Oh, this is about space pirates trying to invade the shrine or something. Oh, they're just wondering about Samus in general. And this piece I just saw at the last second. Coming of the worm. Okay. Worm is the source of this great poison. Alright. Forgive me for not having a ton of patience for the lore. I'm sure it's all very interesting, but anyway, the face rub. So there's a magnetic track. You need a certain upgrade to travel along it, but that particular track, you can kind of clip into it and just jump up repeatedly. And if you do that, you can roll through a tiny little hole at the top. And that's exactly what I did. So what it does is it gives me access to an upgrade earlier than intended. So, uh-oh. There's danger afoot here, and I may be regretting my decision. Yep. Oh boy. This'll be fun. Right, it's a sequence break. It's one sequence break. I'm gonna try to go for another, if I can remember how to make it work. Anyway, here's this friendly fellow. This is a Chozo Ghost. Bioelectric field, invulnerable to natural energy. That means, that means I cannot use any elemental beams. I have to use my power beam. Oh, Frozen Treasure, thank you for joining. Glad to have you here. Oh, yeah, so X-ray scanning, that's something we don't have yet, so that's going to be fun. There it is, natural energies such as fire, ice, and electricity. Yeah, so they've been corrupted here, and now, even though they're Chozo, they are really mad at me. Well, they're just mad in general. And since I decided to come here early like a fool, they're going to be especially obnoxious to deal with. Or not nearly as obnoxious as I thought it was going to be. Well, I appreciate you showing up for even a second, so if you have to go, I completely understand. Let's see here. What do I want to do? I guess what I want to do is go into the hands of this Chozo statue and morph into a ball. I'll go bowling. Oh, I can't do anything about that. Oh, well, thank you for joining, Max, too. Oh, this is just, I don't think the skip has been entirely foiled, but I'm concerned that it might be. So let's see. No, what I need to do is get to that blue door. There's a blue door right there. Question is, how do I do it? I have to blow off these hatches here. That's the trick. And I'm pretty sure what the game wants me to do is get to that slot up there. Starting to think that maybe the wise thing would have been to try to research the trick before actually attempting it. Let's see here. Ew. That could have been a lot of fun. Something I can do by doing this. That looks like a Chozo security panel that's mostly just decoration, so not helpful. Need to get through the window somehow. Oh, what a fool I've been. I wonder if it's something I can look up in a few seconds. Oh, hold on. Okay. So I'm looking for a radiation collector. Okay. That would probably be that thing. Okay. Trick is that I have to use geometry. Or, not one of those collectors, but probably that one. Okay. Well, Tia, I don't know who lied to you, but they were sorely mistaken. Let's see. I don't know why I keep jumping onto the statue. That's not going to help me at all. Okay. There. Easy every time. Oh. Actually landed on the ledge I wanted to be on. Okay. So these color-coded slots here, they just mean you have to use certain beams on them. That's going to modify the room just a little bit. We've got a new path. And now, I don't need the magnet anymore. This will take me exactly where I need it to go. In fact, I'm going to scan this thing. There. No more shield. Now I can just jump up normally. This is going fine. Okay. Oh, I didn't scan this guy last time I encountered it. Stone Toad. The only way to hurt them is to lay a bomb inside them. I doesn't mean I need gravity suit. No, I don't need gravity suit. Why would I? I need to drain the water. Oops. Of course, I picked the exact spot where I could not go onto the ledge on the higher level. Okay, so got a missile door here. What does this lead to? That leads to a save station and somewhere else that I don't recall. Here's the real prize. It's the ice beam. It opens white doors, it can freeze enemies. Its shots are super slow, but it has a really cool effect if you charge it long enough. Samus's cannon just freezes over entirely. It's pretty rad. The one not so fun fact about the Wii re-release is that they actually had to remove this icing over effect of the cannon because when they implemented free aim, that meant that well, you can't really do it in this version, but Samus's cannon would move around, you know, to point in the different directions. And unfortunately, the freezing over effect here is actually kind of static. It's not actually tied to the cannon itself, so it doesn't move with the cannon. So since it doesn't move, they couldn't implement it on a cannon that does move. So it's one of the little touches that unfortunately got lost in translation. Anyway, I don't think we need to go that way just yet. I do want to see what's through this other path, because I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh, I guess I could point out that the wave beam, I think that's kind of fun too. The crackling electricity along the barrel there. Anyway. Where is this taking me? Talon Overworld. Two places, a Talon Overworld. I don't think I can go to either one of them just yet. So I want to take a look at something. The next sequence breaking I want to do is through Magmoor Caverns. And I think I'm going to have to go through the Twin Fires Tunnel. I'm going to look this up just to be sure. I know I've done this next sequence break before. course, this also requires... okay, so I do need to go through this Twin Fires tunnel. Looks like I'm just going to have to use some carefully... some careful, precise... what are words? I'm going to have to use some precision jumping, I should save. The important thing is that I have all the tools I need to get the job done, so hopefully I can do exactly that. I'm gonna be mad if... ooh, ooh. I was close to being mad about the oh, it did happen after all. I want it. Usually going like 2 or 3 rooms away is enough to again, I don't want to deal with the chosen ghosts. You just stay over there wailing into the ether or whatever. I don't care. Those are ghosts. But see, that's just another example of what I was talking about earlier. How rooms kind of have these variation layers where they put in different enemies based on your equipment. So that was that. All right, there, game. You need a moment. I'm gonna have to look into my settings later to see if there's anything I overlooked. Can't actually go through this way. The sun chamber is blocked off, so... it's back through the ruined fountain for me. Okay, there's really something I have to... hopefully that will... takes effect, or if I have to reboot, but I'm not going to reboot, so we're just going to have to tough it out either way. I appreciate your patience dealing with my technical problems. Oh, God. Well, because of my tomfoolery, Chozo Ghosts are going to be a lot more common. That sucks. They will be easier to deal with in the future, but the future is not today. Fortunately, Metroid Prime is the kind of game where you don't have to clear out every enemy in a room before you can advance. So I hope you don't mind seeing me just turn tail and run. Is that the right way? Yeah. Sort of. Alright, I can't even go in through that way, so I guess I have to take the long way around again. Thank you, Tia. That's a reference I understand this time. Very few people know that Samus is actually a shortening of the name Sir Amos. Forge head. Alright, so, I'm gonna be honest, I'm only vaguely aware of Little Shop of Horrors. I've never actually seen it. But, that's the one with Audrey too, right? Or Audrey the Second? I'm pretty sure it's Audrey too. Okay. Right. That's about as much as I know about Little Shop of Horrors. Double check things again. Okay, yeah, that would explain it. The unfortunate thing about going to the Magmore Caverns this way is that I backtrack again all the way through, but this will be fine. We'll make it work. And now I have the ice beam, so I mean, I'm equipped with this area's elemental weakness, so it should be fine. Is that a trope? I've never actually heard of that trope before. But, well, that's neat. I appreciate that bit of trivia. Oh, here's the real beauty of the ice beam. There we go. The Magmore is gone in just one regular shot and a missile. Oh, the Magmore ran away and hid. Oh, come on. Okay, that is incredible. Just quickly making up some filler for a transitional moment. Or I guess just a transition, period. Having it catch on like that, that is incredible. Well, sometimes the best things just happen by accident. It makes them fun. Like a much more recent example that I can think of, at least. There's the band Ninja Sex Party. They're great. They're hilarious. I love them. They recently had a single. Well, they recently put out an album, and one of the singles from the album is called "Danny, Don't You Know." It's about the singer Danny, Danny Sexbang, as he is known in the band. Singing to his past self that, yeah, he was a total nerd and loser in school, but one day he's going to be rad as hell. Anyway, there's a part, you know, they got to perform the song on the Conan O'Brien show. It was like their first time doing like a TV performance, which was really cool. But part of the song involves the other band member, Ninja Brian, who does not speak because he's a ninja. Oh, that's not the way I said it. He holds up cue cards for the audience, and they're supposed to say that Danny cries a lot. Just cries all the time. Cries and cries and cries and cries. And in the TV performance, he accidentally held the cue cards upside down. So they thought about reshooting the performance so that he could hold the cue cards the right way. Then I just turned myself around. I just turned myself around. This is what I get for trying to talk and move through the world at the same time. Anyway, they decided to leave the cue cards upside down because it was just so much funnier that way. It's a good song, though. You should check it out if you ever have the time. Danny, Don't You Know by Ninja Sex Party. This room is me paying the price for trying to ignore enemies instead of blowing them up like a good bounty hunter should. You know, a bounty hunter who's not employed by Darth Vader and therefore is free to vaporize their target. How is that for a reference? Oh, God damn it, I did it again. I'll get this right one day. Yep, that's the one, Tia. Wears all black, likes to choke people because, well, he's into that kind of thing. I think I can just go across here, avoid the turrets that have miraculously respawned already. God damn it, I did it again. Wow. Well, they call Samus the Hunter. They don't call her the Navigator. Here we go for real this time. Good lord. Yeah, I know. I hear you. Oh, fun thing about those fire jets uh, that are a curse on this world is you can freeze them over. They have a nasty habit of just dunking you straight into the lava if you let them. So obviously the solution is not to let them. I'm gonna go the relatively safe way. Whoops. That way. Get that health while I'm here. But I do want to point out the irony of me talking about how great the map is in this game, and then me getting profoundly lost. Okay, let's see. So this is where I'm gonna have to read what to do. Find the ledge. Jump onto this ledge. Jump up onto this. Oh, hold on. Okay. I think I'm on there. That's good. Something about a U-shaped rock formation? I'm kind of looking at some low-res screenshots here, so... Try to get back up there. Almost... Oh. Oh, this is bad. This is less than ideal. Okay. What are my save state buttons? I believe I already forgot my save state buttons. I want to do this, but I do not want to... have to come back from a regular save. Okay, I did it. Okay. Got it. Let's try that again. Wish it was a little more clear by what U-shaped rock formation means, but oh. That's not it. Gotta be a shot. Jump up towards the center of the U-shaped rock formation. Still not helpful. Oh, did you try to do this sequence break too? Because I swear I've done it before, but I have no idea how to do it again, apparently. It's something about an invisible platform. What? I'm thinking it might be there? No, I'm not so sure anymore. I'm trying to use the beam to try to lay things out for me. I can and cannot jump to. The thing I'm looking at says something about a U-shaped rock formation, and I just don't see where it is. I have to jump to the middle of it. Well, since I'm here, I guess I should save another state. See what happens. Okay. Okay. Managed to stick the landing. Let's see here. Carefully turn towards the ledge that signals the platform. Land. Uh-oh. Because I have to do a long space jump and I don't know. I hope that doesn't mean a trick. It says here, as you approach the ledge that overhangs the lava, morph into a ball and land in the lava. Do a double bomb jump and unmorph while facing forward. You'll run onto the ledge. This is going to be a little dicey because of my low health. If I just don't have the time... I'm just going to give this a few tries. And if it doesn't work, then I'm going to have to call off this whole this sequence break right here. Oh. Nope, still not it. Actually jump. Come on. Please. Oh. It's... Alright, I might be able to do this. What if I just fall like that? Oh. Oops. I wonder if I can back up. Whew. Okay. I did it! Hooray! Uh, what at what price? I think that's... Whew. I'm not gonna lie and say that we're in the clear. I'm a little scared about my current health situation. But I don't think I'll be required to take any more damage. Required. I want to clarify. Right, I knew Ice Beam was the main thing that I needed to do this skip. Out of the low health warning, which is ideal. I really would have liked to get more health out of those boxes and not missiles. Anyway. So now I'm going to have to do some very clever platforming because I'll pull up the map here. That white door to use the Ice Beam, that's where I want to go. Normally, I need the magnetized spider ball to do it. So let me see what I remember. You start here, then you have to jump here. And, oh! Yeah, I guess I just learned that the hard way. About the item drops. I think what I can do is jump straight across from here. Okay. So far, so good. Where do I go from here? Oh, you know what? I guess I can actually activate these platforms. Can I? Oh, shit. What a fool I've been. That'll be good to know for the next game. But for now, I can't believe I made such a fool of myself. So, Frozen Treasure, off the top of your head, do you remember if I'm supposed to spin and activate those platforms, or do I need to leave them as they are? Because I'm worried there that might create a ceiling for me that'll, you know, that I'll just bonk against if I activate them early or too soon. Well, let's see. Well, the big thing is that, well, I've gone through the game normally, except for now that once I got the wave beam, I picked up the ice beam immediately, so I don't have a spider ball, or anything that follows. So, okay, I'm gonna save state on here, and we'll see what happens. I probably do need to do this so I can... This seems right now. And I just gotta... Okay. I vaguely remember what to do now. So there's that little part where it goes in, and I can use that to jump out of here. Go here. Okay. Well, even though I only did this once, it's starting to come back to me, but this is going to be the real trick. Looks like I can't just ice beam that door from here. So, okay. Resource says. Pause so I can turn off my low health warning. Requesting L-lock space jump to the spinner. That's not what I did, but I sure hope I didn't have to do that. Here's the roof. Turn back and jump back onto the spinner with the spider trap. Yep, look to your right and you'll see a double strip running around the room. Most of it is safe to walk on. Okay. That would be this bit right here. Jump onto it and then lock your view down a little and walk using up and left so you're hugging the wall on the ground. As soon as you reach the spot where the wall starts to turn right to go to spider ball squares, stop. Okay. Plunk down to save state. Get my view right here. Then lock down. Just to make it safer, but I think I can manage. Are these the stairs I was talking about? Hope not. Oh, I think those are the squares. There's a part of me that is suddenly very fearful about that lock on the ice beam door. I'm wondering if maybe this version I downloaded is not the right version to do this in. Well, it says here, turn right while still on the base. I've basically just gone all the way around. Let me try to read this more carefully. I think I want to go back to that one. I go too far? No. This is where I want to be now. So... Oh, I think I was in the right spot after all. Oh, hit. Where was it? You know, I'm going all the way around. I think I might be able to make it if I just vision landing. Not like that. Fine. Wonder. I'm gonna try. Turn the sound effects down, maybe. Okay, there. That'll at least disable the low energy warning for now. Save. Up and go to right here. It does skip the cool puzzle music, I suppose, but I can't imagine it's going to be the only place in the game where it pops up, so I think once I pull this off, I'm going to continue on mostly as intended. So, let's see. It says here I have to do what the game, what this guide calls a ghetto jump, which, terminology aside, it means I have to like kind of bump into a wall or rub up against a wall and then jump back. So I don't remember how to do that. It should be simple. Oh, oh. Momentum killing me. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm supposed to be jumping onto that nub that's sticking out? That seems a lot more attainable than trying to land on the block itself. Or I can just force my way across. Okay. But that lock on the door, that's the part that's really annoying me. Did I miss something? Was there something I was supposed to bomb to properly deactivate this? Oh. What am I missing? I mean, I've done the hard part now. God. I'm gonna have to do this again, aren't I? Unless this is just a version that doesn't let you get this early. Oh, I'm so disappointed if that's the case. I remember this game has gone through a few revisions, and they did change things to block off sequence breaking. I made the assumption that I have the original 1.0 version downloaded. But this is telling me that's not the case. Unless, again, I really just missed something obvious. Save date here. Poke around the actual platform some more. Like, did I miss a... Oh, that slot raised it. when they made changes to make that inaccessible, they put an obstacle in the way that's not there. It would have had to have been a... Right. Right, the platform's done. That makes sense. I must be missing something. Did I just skip something in the guide because I'm not following it 100% closely? Hey Roz, welcome. So basically I'm trying to do the early plasma beam. I did all the tricky platforming, but the problem was, you know what, I'm going to load up my save state real quick. So I made it up here, but the door is locked, just straight up locked. And I can't remember if there's a way to unlock it that I just forgot about, or if maybe this is just the version of the game that, well, puts on a lock until you have the right equipment. Grapple beam that Frozen Treasure mentioned. Because honestly, I did not check the version number when I downloaded this, and I just kind of made some assumptions. Man, all that hard work for nothing. So if I need to update the state of the room, that means I need to get some equipment that's... Yeah, that's looking like what it is. I don't know what equipment I'll need, but it's at least going to be Spider Ball. Okay. Well, that was kind of a fun diversion while it lasted, but oh well. Oh well. As soon as I get some health, I'll turn the sound effects back on. Tired of that beeping. Oh well, it's this is one of those things that can't really be helped, I guess. Ooh, new enemy type. And that for the record. And flying pirates, they're extremely annoying. Oh boy. This. I have to go back through the Twin Fires room. It's looking like I do. Well, maybe. I might have to. Unless I can just stay hiding in the corner here. Oh. That was dangerously... just dangerous, I guess. I know there's an energy tank here, so let's see what I can do. Mentions power conduits. Normally I would need another visor to do it, but pretty sure I can get away with just where they are. Problem is, I don't remember where all of them are. That was 2. Oh boy. Go up? Gotta explore the room a little. This is what I get for just leaping before I look. I don't want to go through there in case I accidentally respawn the enemies with only 5 health. That would be incredibly bad. Station tunnel. Oh, this is the workstation. I think that's an elevator. Go through and find out. Might not be able to go through that pathway anyway. Okay. I can do this. Oh, it was just right there. This is... I guess I can turn the sound effects back on. Oh, suddenly I just got viewers. How about that? Welcome, everyone. I hope you enjoy me kind of fumbling around in the wrong version of Metroid Prime. Ignore him. You get in here and scan this. But also be careful because, again, low health. Well, the point is this way. Second verse, same as the first. Got a little turned around here. Which way is the right way? I think it's this way. Whew. Oh, come on. Whew. Well, wasn't that exciting? Okay. Let me take a peek at my maps. I guess I can see what's behind the purple door. Maybe that will take me somewhere fun and exciting. Want to say it will lead me back to Phendrana, but backwards. So, oh. Yep, Phendrana drifts south. We're going to see some other sequence breaking, I think. And there's a save station, of course. Health refill right there. Damn, still disappointed. I can't believe I got the version that just locks the plasma beam like that. Remember the other versions, they put power bomb obstacles there, so I thought I was in the clear once I didn't see the power bomb. Let's see. Is this gonna take me to the boss? It is? What, like words? It is. Oh, whoa. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure Thardus was my next target um, after getting the wave beams? No. Oh, I need the thermal visor. Shit, I don't want to go in through this way. That would have been a bad time if I'd triggered the boss fight there. I know it's technically doable without the thermal visor, but I don't think I'm ready for that kind of shenanigans just yet. Take through here. I think workstation is blocked off, like I said, so I'm gonna have to go back the other way. Can I get a lucky shot off with the ice beam? Forget it. Forget it. Not worth it. If I had a little more firepower, the flying pirates wouldn't be that big of a deal, but I don't have it just yet, so I'd rather just bravely run away. Which beeping in the quiet? I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about yet, because I've never actually played Return of Samus. I played the remake, Samus Returns. Oh, earlier. Do you mean when I was cooling off the lava to get the energy tank? Because I can believe that. You know what? I think I'm just going to brave the lava. I've got enough health, but I'm going to also save state just in case it doesn't work. Okay, not a big deal. So this takes me to Town Overworld, which I do not want. I want to go to Phendrana again. Okay. No Magmor wants to pop out there. Oh, like when I was in the elevator room, you mean? If so, then all this time I had no idea that that was a reference. Okay. Make sure to pay extra attention when I get to the next elevator room. which shouldn't be too long. Hey, don't bump into me like that. That's rude. There's a prize here that I can't get, and that's bothering me. An important prize. Not super important, I don't want to oversell it. Okay, making sure I have the right way this time. Okay. I just knocked my earphones out of my ear. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna quickly roll through here, and then I'll get to that quiet beeping room. Ah, this must be it. I had no idea this was a Return of Samus thing. That's neat. It just goes to show you some of the love that that the developers, Retro Studios, had for the Metroid series when they made this game. That's an area with a Metroid in it. That's going to be good to know. Because, well, as I said, I never actually played the original Return of Samus. That's the version I'm going to be playing later on. Because I sure as hell am not going to send away my 3DS to get it modified for video capture. Emulator doesn't like... Yeah, I'll be playing the Game Boy one. Because basically, the real reason for calling this series the Incomplete History is mostly because of what I can emulate. So, Game Boy emulation should be super duper easy peasy. I'm not worried about pulling that off at all. 3DS capture is far and above my capabilities, so I will not be playing that remake. Well, if you're familiar with it then, Tia, then I hope you will be able to guide me, because it's going to be completely blind. And I don't want to bumble around too much. Okay. Oh. More fall button, not the missile button. Oh well. Sometimes the adventure is just, oh. The fun part is the journey and not the destination. Oh well. I'm sure the real interesting part is going to be kind of contrasting the just the visual presentation of uh, that game with well, everything that I'll have played up to that point. Yeah, those sure are some boys. Here they come. So I had to go up here so I can aim at that stalactite. Yeah, it's the bird mites. I remember now from last time. I still haven't looked up what they actually look like for real, but I'm sure it's basically that. Here's another one of those rare creature scans, if you're into that kind of thing. Ice shriek bats. I don't know if they... I mean, they're basically only in this room, and because of the layers or variations or basically just states, whatever term you want to use, they don't really come back. I want to say like after the next upgrade. So alright, that'll be fine. But yeah, ice shriek bats are one of those mean little tricks of scans that that you can miss because at a glance you won't know that they're different at all, and they're very short-lived. So if you miss it, well, that's it. You're just done. Good luck getting it on the next playthrough. Oh, that's where I had to go. Activate this spinner. Puzzling to do. Alright, the hatches are open. Here's the fun of this room is got these already forgot what the hell those things are called. The sonic shriek bats or whatever. They're not shriek. Okay. That was just for a prize, but I also want to actually make progress. So, let's try that again. Luckily, I don't have to do the spinner parts. Now, those things will knock you off the ledge, so sometimes you want to be careful. I know it looked like I wasn't being careful, but trust me, I was. Oh, this might be leading me to... Oh, not there. I think I'm on the verge of getting another upgrade. Aside from that visor that I mentioned without really... We want to access Research Lab Hydra, which is conveniently located behind the purple door. Thanks for telling me. That's it. Nope. Hey, remember these guys? Ooh, these are actually shadow pirates, specifically. So, these are ninja pirates, if you want to look at it that way. That one wasn't particularly stealthy, but shadow pirates later on will have like stealth cloaking technology, which kind of sucks to deal with. You can't see it with your normal combat visor. And this is the regular space pirate. Don't just shoot them until they're down. That's the important thing. Oh wait, you know what I can do? Turn on easy mode. Kind of like the theme of the space pirates, though. You have to fight them. Alright, now... Yeah, right? Well, I've always had kind of a hard time getting a close look at them, because... Well, they're usually having some kind of electricity-induced convulsions or something. But, yeah, imagine that. Something from the Metroid games, takes inspiration from the Alien series. Who could have guessed? Surprising this fallen, but made of cordites, and I don't have the firepower to deal with cordite just yet. Well, I wanted to say that I like how fun it is that you jump super high through that door, since it's in the roof. But this turret decided it had something to say first. Jerk. Hey. Well, honestly, even though making the turrets go haywire is kind of fun, I prefer to just stick with missiles, because when they go haywire, they can still hit you, and that's rude. Who else wants some? You know, I'm really respecting how a charged ice beam is powerful enough to just blow up some of these pirates outright. I guess it shouldn't come as a surprise that ice beam shots are a little more powerful than your standard shot, or even the wave beam. That's kind of the trade-off for being so slow. Scans of the viral sector. Oh, this is just about the pirates discovering or finding out about Talon. There's some kind of energy source here that they want to investigate. And believe you me, investigate it they shall. All right. Okay, so beat the spinners. Oh. All right. So now we've got a display of the solar system, and it looks like a nice little treat waiting for us. Top of this structure. So let's go pick it up. Oh. What is platforming? What? Let's get a little research on the planet world. Planet Talon, or 5.1 trillion teratons. Sounds like a lot. So basically it was cool until something happened. A meteor crashed into it, and now it's got phazon reading. Sure sucks. Ooh. I don't think I remember that tidbit. It's set to decay completely within 25 years. That's fun. Alright. Here's our big damn prize. Super missile. So, unlike Zero Mission or most other Metroid games, the super missile is not actually separate from your regular missile. It is a charge beam combo. So you have to use your power beam, get a full charge going, and then fire your missiles then. All those places where I found cordite, super missiles will blow those up. In fact, there should be, well, maybe not in this room specifically. Very shortly, we're going to run into some stuff that's made out of cordite. You know what? Why don't I go back to that one room? To the research lab. That had a cordite column. And it's just right here, I'm pretty sure, so why not? I'm sure the space pirates will have respawned, but whatever. I'll blow them away. Oh, that's not blowing them away. Honestly, it's really fun using super missiles. Just because they will send enemies like space pirates flying. It's immensely satisfying, in my opinion. Let's make some real forward progress here. Okay, so going up to the control tower. Alright. I guess something I can mention here. Well, after I deal with the topic. Fun. It goes so far. Look at that guy, he just cleared that pile of boxes. now we've got the jetpack pirates, and they don't hold up very well against super missiles either. That's actually a really good way of dealing with them, because I glossed over it in their data, but if you damage them enough, or if you hit a certain threshold without killing them outright, they will do a kind of a suicide attack. They will just ram right into you, which is not fun. Not the deadliest thing in the world, but it's damage that you don't want to take, generally speaking. If I'd done that sequence break, I could have gotten some more fun little things here, but no. The developers hate fun. Just kidding, don't mind me being, oh, salty. We'll call that sodium-free salt. That can be the term for when you're acting salty, but you don't really mean it. I'm sure that's going to be the hot new phrase, the new meme that's going to spread across the internet. Something five, but more importantly, would you look at that? It's a Metroid. Luckily, it's stuck in this tube. Let's scan this one. Energy-based parasitic predator, dominant species of planet SR388. Sucks the life force out, drains energy, and it grows bigger when it does that. It is not fun. So here's Samus giving you the hot tip. If the only way to shake a Metroid that gets attached is to enter Morph Ball mode and lay a bomb. Yeah, this one does look pretty... Oh! That was rude. So normally I'm not supposed to have the ice beam at this point. So you don't need the ice beam to deal with these Metroids, fortunately. But having it sure does help. I earned this advantage, and I'm not going to avoid using it. Alright, so there's an alarm going off, I guess. Or I guess not. I know there are a couple of... there's at least one power up here, a missile pack that I think I can get. I'm gonna take a peek. Or, you know, there's that energy tank right there. I'm sure I could pick that one up too. But yeah, Metroids do make their return in this game, and yeah, I remember you asked me on Twitter. You were a little surprised to learn that Metroid Prime comes after Metroid 1, and I said that there are reasons for that with a capital R, and that reason is that this game has Metroids in it. We'll be getting into it in more detail later, of course, but the plot of Metroid 2, the entire premise of the game, is that you're going around the planet SR388, and you're killing all of the Metroids. You're just wiping them out. So, if Samus has already wiped out all the Metroids, there can't be any Metroids to appear in this game. So, when they released this game, they said, oh, this is kind of like a 1.5. It happens between 1 and 2. Pirates are experimenting with Phazon and using it into Space Pirate DNA. Calling it Project Helix because DNA, why not? Oh hey, neat. I got an image gallery. And that's... You can look at like concept art and well, actually, I don't remember everything. I mostly just remember that there's concept art. I guess while I'm here, I'll look for the other pirate data. Here's where things get a little weird with the lore of the series in general. I mean, here they're referring to Geoform 187, codenamed Ridley. And, I mean, I remember hearing in other places that Ridley was supposed to be, like, the commander of the space pirate. He had his own ship and everything. Here, they're kind of, making it seem like Ridley is kind of a weapon, like a weaponized creature. Or maybe not. There's a little implied sentience at the end there. But then it would be weird that they refer to him as a geoform and a number, not just Ridley. But what do I know? I'm not a space pirate. That's anything funny? Use missiles on Metroids. That's not. That's just a regular old tip. That energy tip. I think this one just needs missiles. Okay. That's not good. Okay, I guess. That seems like the kind of thing that would be fun to clip if you feel so inclined, but I don't know the first thing about doing it, so I won't make anyone else do it. Alright. Time to deactivate some security systems. Is there anything for... Oh, this is just telling me that this is the thermal visor, which I knew going into this. Because everything's all dark and scary and, ooh, movements. You just gotta go through the room. Work your way down and scan all the consoles. Let's see. Do you see anything? Okay. There we go. We've got a brand new visor. You just install it by passing a couple of fingers over your regular visor. Easy peasy. Alright, so you can use it to find, well, it says hot and cold, as well as thermal conduits for your wave beam. So now it's incredibly dark, so we'll just switch to it right away. One thing I really respect is that since this is a thermal visor and it's supposed to show you heat sources, your ice beam is jet black. It's a basic touch, but I respect that they made it. I could actually continue forward. It won't get me to... What get? You know what? Let's go forward, because I feel like that way is going to be shorter. Or it could be. I just have to see if I can get up to this, to the top of this area, which shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, I'm getting something out of getting the ice beam early after all. Even if it wasn't exactly. Alright, so we've got a boss arena here. I mean, you can kind of tell because it's just so big and called a quarantine cave, and there's got to be something hiding here, right? So, let's just get to it. Oh, that's rude. Probably not triggering right because I'm not coming in the right way. There it is. Oh, meet Thardis. He's a living pile of rocks. Let's get a scan in on him. Gravestone charged with phazon radiation. Okay. So it gives off, let's see. You can't lock on. Naturally, look for different targets with a different visor, like maybe the one I just picked up. So when you target him, whoops, with your thermal visor, he'll have glowing weak points, and you just shoot him, and it exposes the phazon-rich core of that particular rock. My favorite trick is to use super missiles. If I had the plasma beam like I wanted to. Oh, this is the part where he rolls around. Tries to just bowl you over. No, I thought that would have been fun, Frozen Treasure. Anyway, Thardis here is classified as an ice enemy, technically, I think. So if I had had the plasma beam here, it would have been really effective against him. I wouldn't have to use any missiles at all. I could just use a charged plasma beam to expose his weak points and all that. That's the other thing he likes to do is launch projectiles at you that will kind of, but not as seriously, overload your thermal visor. Bad timing. Come on. There we go. Okay, after a few phases of that, he'll just throw a hissy fit and make a storm. Oh, look at that. It's too hard to see unless you use your thermal visor. They really, really, really want you to have the thermal visor to do this fight. But remember, it's, like I said before, it's technically possible to do it without thermal visor, I believe. Because his weak points that move around his body are not random. So if you feel inclined to take aim with free aiming, then by all means go for it. It's you're the one playing the game, not me, in that case. But since I'm the one playing the game now, we're not going to do that. Now I'm deeply regretting all of those missed super missiles. I should have had enough to destroy him completely, but guess not. Now he's sucked in all of the mist, I guess. Not sure what difference that makes because, well, the tactics, your strategy for this fight aren't going to change. Okay. I've got enough for one last super missile, and I think that's going to be enough. That was more of the item drop tables stuffing, I guess. Thank you again, Frozen Treasure, for pointing that out. Oh, never mind. We need a few more shots. Gonna have to be charge shots. Maybe charge Blade more a little better? Yeah, there we go. Hooray, we did it. TARDIS has been destroyed. Thank you for that parting gift, TARDIS. Just conking Samus in the back of the head like that. Alright, so here's the spider ball. Now we can go across magnetic tracks properly. And nice and easy like this. I kind of want to see what's behind this door, since that's the way we're supposed to come in. Kind of forgot. We'll just, at the very least, we'll add it to the map for completion's sake. Watch me get through all the way to the end, and then it turns out that I can't actually open the door from the other side because it's like, oh, security drones. These guys suck. Well, they're not too bad. They're usually weak to, they're weak to electrical attacks. But they initiate a security lockdown. It means that you do have to actually destroy them before you can move on. There we go. Okay. Oh. Alright, so I guess I can show this off. Even though the door is clearly working, the game says it has no power. So that's what a thermal conduit looks like. I have to expose it with a super missile here. Now it's technically exposed, even though the thermal visor picked it up anyway. So once you expose it, you can lock onto it. And there, just like that. You know what, Roz? You're right. We should. We'll have to. We should figure that out at some point. You know, my schedule's always changing week to week, which is why my streams are so sporadic. But you know, that'd be cool. It'd be nice to catch up. Anyway, I think ending it on the defeat of Thardus would be a good stopping point for today, because I've been going for nearly 3 hours. Yeah, thank you to everyone for coming out to watch, even for just a little while. I appreciate it. Next time is probably going to be Thursday. A couple of days. Oh yeah, congratulations on your promotion. Oh, well, that's kind of a lot to deal with. But I'm sure you're more than capable of dealing with it. I have full confidence in your abilities to successfully succeed. Anyway, yeah, next stream is going to be in a couple of days from now, probably, depending on my health. And then we'll see what happens from there. More of the world has opened up now that we have the spider ball, so I'm sure there's going to be some more shenanigans I can get into one way or another. So yeah, once again, thank you for coming out to watch, and hopefully I will see you all again soon. For now, I hope you have a nice rest of your day. Yeah, take care, folks.